What on hip hop? What's going on? It's your boy Shamel Lamar. You know what it is. I'm here with I can't even just call him a visual artist. I'm speaking into the earth. A visual artist as well as philanthropist. This brother right here, you know, he don't just touch the canvas. He want to touch your mind with it. And he can do it the only way we do it in hip-hop. He gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm talking about Brooklyn's very own Knxtti. What's going on, family?
What's going on, fam?
How you doing? Let me first thank you, man, for this interview. We know you don't do a lot of these.
Nah, I don't. That's a fact.
We know you don't do a lot of these, but for me to reach out to you and say, like, let's do it,
right.
let's go on, it's an honor.
Man, it's a pleasure to have you.
It's an honor, man. So, I mean, I've been following you for some time.
Okay.
Through IG.
Okay.
And of course, you know, where I recognize, set aside from the dope art that you do, you know, I see that you do a lot with, you know, today's society. Like, you speak a lot on what's going on, especially for our community.
Yep.
You know, and you, I mean, I think one of the rare things about you, and I commend you on, is not only just speaking up,
right.
But if you're wrong about something, you keep it
a
buck with yourself and say, you know what, I was wrong.
Yep.
My apologies. This is what I learned, and this is what I was wrong at, and you keep it going forward. Like, you know, stuff like that, man. You don't see a lot of people. I'm not even gonna say just, you know, celebrities or artists. People in general don't do.
Right.
I mean, what keeps you so grounded?
Basically, all right, a lot of people using this word influencer, right? So I know that I influence. I know that a lot of my crowd are younger kids. Yeah. So I have to be honest with them. You know what I mean? Because I may say something and they're taking it to heart. You know what I mean? So I don't use my words lightly. You know what I mean? So it's a check and balance system. And at the same time, it feels good when you're wrong and you're able to say that. Like, I can't lie, you know what I'm saying? I can't, if something's wrong, I'm gonna say, I was wrong, boom. So it's like a freedom, because now I can move on in the right direction, and you won't say, well, he said last week that this and now he capping, he over there doing that. Because one thing about this generation, they'll call you out quick.
That's a fact.
So the best way to damage control your career is to call yourself out. Like, if I'm wrong, I'm gonna tell you I'm wrong before somebody else tells you, because I don't wanna go through the whole with them trying to say, nah, I knew, but nah. I'm gonna say straight out, yo, I was wrong. I thought this way, you know what I'm saying? But I'm human, just like everybody else. I make mistakes.
And I can dig it. What was your introduction to hip hop?
To hip hop? Wow. I think I just grew up with hip hop. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you had to get that introduction somewhere. Like for me, it was the movie Crush Groove.
Okay.
That scene where LL walked in past.
You see what you just said?
You know what I mean? Walked in past, and J pulled out the random gun, like, yo, what you doing? Wow. But LL, yeah, he broke that. I can't live without my radio. After that, I was like, oh, you got me.
It's crazy that you said LL, because LL's the first rapper that I liked. I didn't like rap. When hip hop wasn't I can remember as a child, I was into like Calypso, because my parents was from Barbados. Yeah. I was listening to like Cyndi Lauper, shit like that. Okay. You know what I mean? I didn't really like hip hop because I thought they were weirdos, like the Planet Rock shit and all that. It wasn't relatable to me. It's not till I seen LL that I was like, yo, he look like me. Like he dresses like my brothers in them. Like he's relatable. Yeah. So it's crazy that you said LL, because that's the first person that made
that was my introduction. Yeah,
like, me too.
And I from that point on, man, shout to LL, man.
Facts, big
like,
shout
bro, don't ever let nobody tell you LL can't rock a mic. And still to this day, he can. I mean, he more for the ladies, but hey, like his name said, Lady Loves Cool J. But what would you say was the moment for you that art, and when I say art, I mean, you know, what you do, you know, the canvas, the you know, fashion, all of that. When did that and hip hop meet for you?
It's crazy because I go through different phases. So I rap too. Okay. I don't rap that much now. I'm more songwrite. I play around with it. I go in the studio, but it's more for myself. So it's like different years in my life. I was into different things. Like I started with the art first. That was the first thing I ever did. I used to like drawing Mario Brothers. I was fascinated by Mario Brothers when I was younger. So I always drew the Mario character out. So that's where I started with that. But then I got into DJing. Then through DJing, I learned how a record is made by listening to all these different records. So I started making my own records. So I started rapping. You know what I mean? Like I'm an all across the board artist. Like I just do art. Yeah. You know what I mean? But the art, not till about probably like a few years ago, like probably like 3 years ago, I started doing it heavy. I always had it in me, but I never wanted to display it to people. I didn't think I was good enough. I was just to judge myself. So I never put it out there. Then I started doing flyers with this company, Power Reggae. This is me and my friend started this company together to promote reggae music. And I started doing a whole bunch of flyers.
And I'll be the first to say, man, like reggae to me is the Caribbean version of hip hop.
Oh, well, it's the father of hip hop, like
you know. I mean, so it is a father. So that's what I'm saying. Shout out Cool DJ Kool Herc.
Wonderful father.
You know what I mean? The legend, man. Like we because that's what he did, man. When he came over here, he was bringing little speakers in the park and the BX.
Exactly.
And you know, then after that, the MCs came in. So you see,
I would say
that's when your knowledge is on point.
I don't want to say. You know what? Let me correct myself. I don't want to say the father of hip hop, but one of the elders of hip hop. I would say, yeah, because you can't take from the downside, you can't take from funk and all. Like hip hop is just like all of these music just mashed up into one. So I can't just say reggae. You know what I mean? And
I see, I see you got a set of Technique 1200s. Now you know you a real student of hip hop if you still have a set. I'm not talking about one. You got two. You got the set. You got two Technique 1200s. Yep. And he like they use too. Yeah, they use. Like they use. Like you still got the crates in the back ready to get some mixed. I can dig that. Like that. Like I was trying to buy a set recently, and Technique was trying to charge 800 to a G just for one turn.
There ain't that many of them in rotation out there.
I mean, listen.
Yeah, they
Techniques. Shout out to me, man. You want to send me a set? Trust me, I will.
Why not? Send him the 1210s.
We can get busy on it.
Right.
But it's a lot going on right now in the state of hip hop.
Right.
You know, one of the and see with artists like you, I love to talk about things like this. So of course, one of our hip hop brothers, ASAP Rocky, is he's going through a legal situation out in Sweden.
Right.
Now there's a petition going around asking for his release so he can come home.
Right.
But then you have a couple of people in our community that says, fuck that, I'm not signing that.
Right. Because
of some words he gave.
Yeah.
And the community didn't like it.
Right.
Including myself. I can't
Me too.
That's my hip hop brother.
Right.
I'll say that first and foremost, but you said something I didn't like or agree with.
Right.
What is your standpoint on that situation?
I didn't like what he said, but he's a human. Just like I said, like you could correct yourself. So I don't want to see him locked up because he said something wrong. You know, he was in his swag when he said that. There's no telling what influenced him that day to say that. That doesn't mean that he thinks that all the time. It was that day he said that. So I don't want to lock him into that. I do want to see him home, but what a lot of guys got to understand is when you travel, and I'm saying this because I'm a traveler, when you travel, remember that the world is not America. You know what I'm saying? So the behavior and all that kind of stuff that you do in America, outside of America, you got to understand that it runs by different rules. You understand what I'm saying? So ASAP, this is not the first incident with him. Like, you can go online and see. Like, I don't know what it is with him, but he always attracts. Like, he was in London one time. He had a little incident with some dudes out there. I don't know if people just want to test him or what it is, but he attracts that kind of energy. So I don't know the whole incident if he started or what, but you gotta kind of move more. You know what I mean? ASAP Rocky, like move a little more smart when you out in these different places.
That's a fact.
Don't make yourself so accessible.
Man, listen, if Kim Kardashian can be robbed at gunpoint, what you think they gonna do to you?
That was an inside. That's some inside. That got to be inside.
I don't know. I don't know, but what I will say is like, yo, we gotta be safe out here. Like that security need to be on it, and they tell you to
locked up with him.
And see, that I didn't even know.
Yeah, I think his security guard is the one who really did the physical with the kids. ASAP didn't do anything, you know what I mean? But he's locked up too, I guess. It's different rules, different places. That's why that old saying, when you're in Rome, move like the Romans, that's real shit. Like, you have to know what you're doing when you're in certain places. You know what I'm saying? When I just came from Milan in Italy, and out there at 9 o'clock, they don't want to hear no music. Like, if you're living in a residential area, they don't want to hear no music. So you have to turn your music down. That's the culture out there. You coming from America not knowing, we turn up at any time, you'll think it's a 24-hour. No, this is not America. These people have a different culture, so you have to kind of tap into the culture and understand where you are.
And your money don't matter.
Oh, not money don't
matter. Your money.
First of all, when you go into these different countries, you going in as a black person off the bat. Like, I don't like to do the racial thing, but it's real.
Oh, that's worldwide.
Yeah, when you're in these different to do the nigga, you know what I mean? They expect you to do that kind of stuff. So you gotta kind of like be on point and show them a different, because once you show them a different thing, the world opens up to you. Because these misconceptions that they have is just from like programming, TV and all that. When you're able to jump over those hurdles and show them different, like, oh, then they open the world to you. Like, oh yeah, all right, cool. You know
now, with your career and your art, and you know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would say definitely like social media is a big success. It has been a big help to you. Oh yeah, it's a big help to me. What would you say has been the cons of, you know, social media for yourself? The cons, not the pros, the cons. For the whole community of hip hop. The cons of it? Social media, well, one of the cons is it takes a lot of time away from you if you don't know how to kind of wean yourself from it. If you don't know how to use it and leave it, it can take a lot of time from you. Another con is a lot of things that happen on social media is just on social media, it doesn't translate or into real life. You know what I mean? So there's people online that love you. They love seeing you on Instagram and stuff like that, but they'll never buy. They never convert into buyers. They never try to support your movement or nothing. So if you get caught up into the, oh, I got 7,000 followers, it could mess your head up. Like, I know I have 7,000 and change followers, whatever, but I know 200 followers that I can account for. That when I go to my store, I see this person bought. I see this person hits me in the DM. Like, I'll say I have 200 followers. So a lot of it is cap. And if you're the type of person that likes capping, like to feed your ego, you could get lost in it. Oh yeah. So that's one of the biggest cons that I see with social media. Beyond that, it's a lot of pros to it. I mean, yo, definitely. I mean, I think I sit in the same seat. Like, you know, with ONEONHIPHOP, you know, we have everything from, you know, interviews, playlists. Now we doing tremendous with videos, the music videos. I seen like somebody hit me up was like, yo, I didn't know this video was out, yo. Yeah. So and now we're doing, we're going to the TV aspect where we're asking our day ones, that's what we call our followers, right? You know, what they think about, you know, certain things. Because, you know, ONEONHIPHOP, as me was talking before, you know, we want to make sure that we had the whole culture. Oh yeah, definitely. You know, so. And one thing that I know with you is that you're definitely within the whole culture. Yeah. I've seen you, you know, speak on everything from fashion, and then you have your own little line as well. Like that's definitely dope. I gotta get a few T-shirts and a few pieces to rock for some interviews, man. But I mean, you definitely, like, you yourself, I would say, are a piece of art, man. Good looks, bro. Like, it's good to see a brother that's very just informed. I think that's the best thing. When Kanye said it, you know, the worst thing a person can be is misinformed. Oh yeah. So for you to be so informed, and then when you're misinformed, to take accountability for it, man. It's just like because informed is a daily process. Oh yeah. Like, information dies. It's a different world. Like, what I said last week might not apply to this week. So it's a constant thing you got to stay on top of, you know? Oh, definitely. What kind of reactions are you getting as far as your fashion, though? Because that was I think the biggest thing that caught my eye with you. Just seeing the T-shirts and seeing the quotes you put on the T-shirts. I'm like, yo, I need to get this shit. But I mean, at first, I didn't know where to go. Right. I didn't know. But now, if the person will connect with you, I can know where to go and definitely support. Right. But like, like what kind of vibe? What's the energy you get?
Feedback that I'm getting?
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people like it. I guess the price point is high for some people. For me, I guess they think it's high because it's like, you know, you're now starting off. This is how people think. You're now starting off. You're not Louis Vuitton and these type of people. So I have t-shirts that are $70. But when you walk out there, you're not gonna see too many people in my t-shirt, and this is why I price it that way. And I'm relentless with my price. I'm even thinking now, because a lot of my customers are people that do customized stuff. I'm getting a lot of customs coming in.
Okay.
So I'm even thinking of probably like closing shop on the regular designs because they move, but not as much as the customs.
Yeah.
And just going straight into customizations. And doing it for my real people that really want it, you know what I mean?
I can dig it.
Yeah, because I'm not really, the thing with me is I do so many different things. Like, even though I do the art and stuff, like, my income doesn't just rely on art, you know? I do a lot of Facebook ads. I do a lot of things behind the scenes almost coming up. If you didn't sound like this or you wasn't rapping that, nobody wanted to hear you. So I always had to compromise my art for a living. Like, I had to do this because I want to make money off of it. It's a different world now.
Have you ever been in a situation to where, you know, you were asked, or you find yourself like, damn, it's either compromise my art, or get this bag that looks crazy, and it drove you to a point where you just had on blind faith say, my art.
Well, I've been in meetings with Def Jam. Like, even when I was rapping, like I was good. I don't want to like think I was good.
Not keep it up above. He was nasty.
I was good, and I was in these offices. Okay. You know what I mean? So, but it's always like, you know, we want to dress you up a certain way, or you know, you got to make songs about this and that. And me, I was self-reliant from young. Like, my parents was hustlers, you know what I mean? I grew up in a household where my mom had like daycare in the basement with the back. She was doing hair in the back when the daycare is down. Like, when everybody go home now, she's in the back doing hair.
I can dig it.
So I never really like ran because of money. Like, I always knew I can make my own money. You know what I'm saying? And I never had like the mansion dreams. Like, if I own a house, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, I never wanted to the big, like, people go all out because they think like they're gonna get this big dream life and it's gonna be crazy. Nah, I'm kind of good. So when I heard a deal that wasn't for me, I was like, nah. I just keep doing what I do.
You was on your Master P, MC Hammer, like, I do better.
And then I grew up around people that were like my brothers and them were in the streets, and they had like certain rules, like you don't bend it, like nobody's supposed to make you, you know what I'm saying, dress you and all that kind of stuff. Like, even for me, it was weird hearing somebody say, oh, we're gonna have a stylist for you. I may not have been the best dressed person in the world, but I didn't think somebody was gonna pick out clothes for me. I'm like, nah, I don't know nobody picking out clothes for me. Like, y'all making me somebody that I'm not. I never liked that. I never liked that.
That's one thing I can't fully agree with or be so behind, because with doing this, you know, I mean, I wouldn't mind a stylist, but the stylist don't have the last okay. I gotta have that last okay. Like, that's a fact. I'm not going.
With me, I'm just different. You know what I mean? Like, everybody different. I'm radical with my shit, so I don't even want a stylist. Like, I don't want anybody putting me in a box that I'm not. You know what I mean?
I can dig it. I can dig it.
Yeah, I'm to the point, like, right now, I was just talking to my bro, I'm gonna get fully into, like I said, the customization and even into the tailor culture, because like places like India, and this comes from traveling, I start seeing it. Like, a place like India, that's not a place you would want to go with your clothing line, because they're into the tailor culture. Like, Indians go to a tailor and get their clothes made for them. You know what I'm saying? When you go to certain places in Africa, that's the same way it is. And I'm starting to kind of like get into that mindset too, where, you know what? Why am I buying these jeans for this much? How about I go over to Japan and buy a bunch of material, you know what I'm saying, and come back and I get my jeans made by a tailor, and then I have my own. You know what I mean? That's the mentality that I'm on now, because it costs less, it lasts longer, you know what I'm saying, and it's yours.
And that's the big thing. Like, you know, when I first started my whole empire, shout out to Renaissance Entertainment, but I had this logo that everyone was like, oh shit, it's something different about when you rocking your own. Yeah, it is. You know, and then it's like, even that, I still like to rock my, like. And it was crazy. Speaking of fashion, I was watching one of your lives, and you was discussing Dapper Dan.
Yeah, that's the man.
Shout out to Dapper Dan, who's a dear. And when I say dear, dear friend of myself and the whole One on Hip Hop. But I also had, I just seen him in the street, and he just gave me so much knowledge. Literally,
he said that too.
Sat with me for like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And from that point, if I see him, I hit him up for anything, whatever. And we want that interview too, but
facts.
he was just open.
Yeah.
And I seen that. You had some words where you felt the way at 1 minute.
Yeah, I did. I thought he was a sellout at first because I didn't understand the whole story of what went on with him, and he wasn't doing interviews or anything like that. So I didn't understand what was going on. So when I seen him working with Gucci, I'm thinking like, ain't these the same dudes that shut you down? Like, why would you go and work with these dudes after they shut you down? I didn't understand. You know what I mean? But like he said, he was like, Gucci wasn't one of the ones that shut him down. It was Fendi and Louis Vuitton that shut him down. Gucci actually reached out and tried to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we want to work with you. They're the ones that's helping him out now. So Gucci was instrumental in him coming back. Yeah. But I didn't understand it then. I just was like, yo, why go deal with these people? Let's build our own. But sometimes you gotta fall back and see like, all right, these people that you're going against, they have this thing on lock. It's best that you get around them and you see how what is it that they're doing that has them having this industry on lock. Learn from them. You know what I'm saying? You don't just kill your enemy. Like even with the army, you see it. You know what I'm saying? Like if they capture a general, they're not just gonna murk him. He has information that we need. We're gonna go and you know what I'm saying? Investigate and see what do you know. We're not just gonna murk you. So it's the same thing that Dapper said. He's like, don't just like try to say fuck Gucci and get these people out of here. Let's wear our own. Obviously there was Rocawear, there was all these other black brands. Where are they? They fell. Because they refused, they try to just like service a market and they refuse to integrate into, you know what I'm saying, and get the knowledge that these fashion houses have. Now, so when I think of Dapper Dan, I see a lot of influence of what he does within yourself. Oh, like definitely in the next few days, you're doing an event with a just somebody that just and I'm saying this incorrect, please. We're gonna be different, but you're doing it with this who I don't have to use the word fan, but a follower of yours. Yeah. Somebody who was following you and said like, I want to do something with you, and you were just, let's do it. It's not even really an event. It's just like, all right, he has his art space and he does art, he does canvas, and he hit me up one day like, yo, I love your stuff and I want to do some art with you. So I'm like, all right, let's find a day and I'll come do art with you. I'm very accessible. It's just like Dapper Dan said, like, I'm not one of those dudes. I'm for the people, I'm of the people. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna ever be one of those dudes that's like, nah. That's how you lose information. You lose yourself when you isolate. Like, I'm not an isolationist. Let me shout out some of my DJ influences, man. Shout out to Cool DJ Red Alert. Chuck Chill Out. Facts. Kid Capri, thank you. Funkmaster Flex. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Flex. Oh nah, they can't say nothing about his skills. All the lit digital DJs. DJ Scratch. You know what I mean? DJ Dito Pereira, one of the dopest DJs. Of course, my blood uncle. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Who else, man? We got wow, it's a lot of them. DJs, man. I'm missing Dom Luis. Okay. Who's a young up and comer, but he can fuck with these kind of nice. He's a 1200. He can mess with 12. He can fuck with some 1200s, boy. All right. I'll tell you in a minute, but yo, I mean, when it comes to rest in peace. Before we even go any further, rest in peace, Jam Master Jay, because he shout out to Jazzy Jeff. Whoever don't know about Jazzy Jeff on these right here, Bismarck is dope. You missed out. D Nice. Wow. Shout out to the whole union. The union. You know what I mean? Y'all guys get nasty up there at Power 5, man. I know about it. DJ Self, DJ Will. Trust me, man. And Will, call me, man. You owe us an interview. But what about this part of the culture, man, drives you to like just this is one of the parts of the culture I fell in love with, man. Being on the block, having a DJ bring the whole set out and just you know what I mean? Like what part of this culture I think what drives you, like it just gives you that energy? Man, listen, block parties, this is the season right now. Like block parties was a big part of of our childhood and stuff like that. So I always used to like the DJs on block parties because they were able to control the whole crowd. Like the DJ is the first person that I've ever seen control the crowd. So I always loved the DJing part of it. And like I told you earlier, I started off doing DJing before I rapped or anything like that. So
I mean, I touched the turntables a little bit back in the day.
I'm not nice in no way, form of fashion right now.
I don't want nobody to be like, yo, you know what I mean? Yo, Mel, we heard you did a little something back in the day. We've been listening to the playlist. You know what I mean? Challenge. Nah.
This was an important part before, and I don't want to diss nobody, but I have to say facts. Before the Clue era, because when Clue came in, it just became about exclusives and just throwing the next record in. It wasn't no, like, the art kind of died to it. But pre-Clue, DJs would mix, like, dudes was, like, cutting up, turning around.
But they still do it, but it's just like, you know, one of my favorite movie scenes.
Juice.
My man.
Juice, come on.
My man.
Juice.
That feeling of the crowd just like, yo.
Yeah, exactly.
And yo, I mean, GQ, aka yo, Omar S. Bro. Yeah. That's like one of the dopest hip hop scenes ever.
That's a fact.
Ever. Just to see you doing your thing and just like, like, oh man, listen.
Shout out to DJ Scratch, because the hands that you were seeing doing all that was Scratch. That was DJ Scratch, and he's one of the nastiest.
Listen, man, and you know what? We talking about it, man. Maybe we can get a ONEONHIPHOP DJ battle this summer.
Oh, that would be lit.
Or maybe this winter.
That would be lit.
You know, get everybody in a big warehouse, because you know, out there in Williamsburg, they got them warehouses.
Oh, they got them.
And we can just get these, you know, technique. Holla at us, man. We can get this popping again, but
that would be dope.
I mean, like this right here, bro. For you just to even have these right here is magnificent. But we before we end this interview, you know, y'all know what I'm about to do. Y'all know what I'm about to do. We have a set of questions.
Okay.
There is no in betweens. There's no top 5 nothing. You gotta answer every question with the number one.
Specific. All right.
The number one.
Number one. Let's get
to it.
Let's get it.
Who would you say, or who is your favorite male MC of all time?
Of all times?
All
male
time.
MC?
Male MC. It can only be one, brother. One.
Male MC of all times? Damn, that's a hard one.
Let's go. You gotta give it to us, though.
Damn, that's hard, bro. That's hard because from different eras and all that. It's crazy.
A lot of people say that, but you gotta get one. You gotta get one.
Damn. I'm gonna have to say Redman, and that's only because I was super fanatic for his first few albums. Like the new Redman is kind of comical. Yeah. So I don't judge that, but like Redman was my favorite. Like,
shout out to Red. Shout out to Redman, man. Okay.
Early Redman, yeah, he was raw. Y'all got the high Redman now, but before, that, serious MC.
And you're the first to ever mention him. That's the first. Nobody has never said Redman.
I didn't want to say Biggie and like the generic answers. Like I love Biggie, but I don't think he lived long enough. Like Redman gave me more albums, so I gotta go. I gotta lean on. Lean on Red.
You gave us your favorite male. Now you gotta give us your favorite female MC of all time.
That's another hard one, believe it or not, because Kim and Foxy, like the two of them was neck and neck to me. But
then you got Queen Latifah, then you got the Brad, then you got Missy, then you got there's a lot of female MCs out here, brother.
I know. You know what? It's crazy you said Queen Latifah, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to go with Kim. It's my favorite. That's just personally me. I mean, I love MC Light. But female, like Kim gave me the female feel. Like Latifah was female, but it was more like, you know what I mean? Like ladies first, like kind of strong. Yeah. But like a soft, like nice, like female. I like my Kim, you know what I mean? All right. So pre-Operation Kim. Pre-op Kim was mine, you know what I mean?
Look, Kim, I still love her. I love you. I love you. And I'm checking out your show. Girls Cruise VH1. We got you.
You just put me on to that too. That's crazy.
We got you. All right, so we want to take it a step further.
All right, let's go.
Favorite hip hop group of all time.
Das Effects was my favorite group.
Ooh.
That was my favorite group. And I'm just saying from these people that I had.
He talking native tongues.
Yeah, I gotta go back. Like, Das Effects was my favorite.
The most common answer we always get, Wu-Tang.
I can see that. I can see that.
That's the most common answer we always get. That's what I thought you was gonna say. I ain't gonna lie to you. But
I love Wu, but I was fanatic. When I'm saying these answers, it's always people that I was fanatic for at the time. I'm going back into the time and saying like, yeah, Redman, I stood on the line for that the album. You know what I'm saying? Kim, I anticipated that album. Das Effects, I was fanatic for them.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
We gonna give you a few more.
Let's go.
Favorite DJ
of all time?
Of all time. Outside of yourself.
Favorite DJ of all time.
Mix the favorite
DJ
mix.
Scratch. Just like I said earlier.
DJ Scratch. Shout out to
DJ Scratch. DJ Scratch.
Scratch. Hit this man up. Hit this man up right here. He gave you the throne right here.
Yeah, that's a legend. That's
okay. So this last one, man, is so. I mean, this question right here, we've even stomped Cool DJ Red Alert with this question.
Oh shit! So it's gonna be.
Let me get it. Stomped even. I mean, chill out.
Wow.
We stomped. I mean, we stomped a lot of people. This is one question right here. Favorite freestyle of all time.
Freestyle?
Freestyle. I think it's maybe one person who gave a dope answer to this, and that's Panama the Prince on the very first. He hit us with an out of the book. Like I don't want to give you his answer, but you know.
I don't know if too many people gonna know this or remember this, but Tonight's the Night remix by Redman. The remix. Who wanna have a motherfucking orgy? It was a B-side. It was, if you didn't collect records and you didn't have the white labels, it wasn't even on Def Jam. It was a white label.
Hold up, you might have to, you
freestyle.
Listen, I'm mad we ain't got the vinyl or the music to play that right now. God damn, he hit me with something.
That's it.
Listen,
freestyle, yeah.
I would say,
I'm showing my age with my answers.
Not even, man. Not even, because you know hip hop is timeless.
Yeah.
You dig? Just like Renaissance, you dig?
Yeah.
So, but brother, thank you.
I appreciate you.
Thank you, man. You know, for all of you out there who want to understand just what hip hop does for visual arts, you need to see this man.
Facts.
Tell him where he can reach you, bro.
Reach me at KNXTTI, and that's on all social medias. It's the same thing. You can reach me there. And I have my website is Art by KNXTTI, and you can buy my merch there.